California.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Majestix Heroclix podcast. If you like our content, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you're interested in learning more about Bronze Age format and the Majestix Open Series, please check out the Open Series website. Also, if you want to learn more about Heroclix strategies, tactics, and the top list from the game's top players, please visit the Majestix Apex Insiders website. Lastly, if you're looking for Heroclix singles, please visit our eBay stores. All the links for everything I just talked about is below in the description. My name is Jeff, and as always, my co-host Patrick. What's up, bud?
Happy Quarantine Monday.
Woohoo!
What's going on?
Starting week 3 of quarantine.
Oh man. So what? It's going through until April 30th now?
Yeah. So I'm not scheduled to go back to work until like May 4th.
Jeez, but like right now, like whatever the national mandate is until
the
earliest would be April 30th. That's what I just saw. Like they just extended it, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. So shelter in place until
holy shit,
April 30th.
Oh god. Oh well, you know what? We'll have a lot of mocks. So I guess let's go over real quick the news that we were talking about. Where like we wish WizKids would announce this, and they did.
Yeah, so it was. I think it was the following day.
Yeah.
Or the day after. I think they announced that for the foreseeable future, they're going to postpone the Justice League set, the Black Widow set, some of their other
OP stuff,
some of their other products that aren't Heroclix related,
like the monthly OP kit
stuff.
And, like the Fantastic Four starter, all that shit.
Oh my. Well, that's starter
right?
ever come out.
It's so cursed. Like, dude, we're so close to getting it.
Now it's been horribly cursed. Yeah. So,
oh, God. So
again, everything is on hold.
Yeah, and we don't know either when Alliance is going to reopen. So, have you? So, you didn't get to do the pre-release. I did.
Nay.
And we went through them. People came in. Good thing they came in like one at a time, got their stuff and left. So there was no more than 1 or 2 people there at any time, which was cool. But it was weird because like I'm like behind the counter, one guy's by the door, one guy's by the bathroom. We're like triangulated, you know what I mean? It's like, Jesus, really? But I mean, it is what it is, right? And like I was telling you, we got Micron Prime, Crimson Avenger Prime, Batman Prime, Darkseid. I don't even know all the supers, so I can't tell you. Yeah. I don't know if there was more chases because there were some people that got their stuff and left. Like I was telling you.
Yeah, no, that happens.
So, and there's 4 team-ups per brick, and we did see 2 Amazo team-ups.
Jeez.
Which is really good because it's the only one that doesn't require you to have them on the board.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to have them on your sideline.
Hey, Flash.
Yeah. So I think the top one right now is I don't know what the other ones do, but the Flash one I saw is Super Senses Hyper, which is insane for him.
Yeah. Jeez.
So that's probably the leading one. I don't know if there's I don't know what the other ones because I didn't see any. But yeah. So that's more.
I think I read somewhere that there's like 100 team up cards.
So trying to pull that specific one.
Yeah.
Was that 1 in 25 or something like that?
Yeah.
Because there's 100 and there's 20. You get 4 in a
thing. Yeah. So 20.
Yeah. So it's like 1 in 25 kind of.
Jeez. Yeah, that's not good odds.
That's dude. That's like pulling trying to get like a specific chase or something.
Yeah.
It can be.
Well,
but it's still
1
hard.
out of 6, right?
Yeah. Jesus.
Odds are a little better.
It reminds me of like when people were trying to pull the ID cards from like World's Finest Avengers Assemble.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Because you were getting, I think in a brick you got, I want to say 2 or 3, but it was like one rare. It was a rare ID card every. I think it was one rare ID card per case or per 3 bricks. I forget. But that's why they were so expensive. That's why they're like, Nightwing and Atom were like $100 at the time.
Yeah, for the longest time.
Are there rarities on the team up cards, or are they all the same?
I have no idea. I haven't seen any rarities on them. Just well, there is because figures have rarity, right?
Oh Jesus! Oh my God! Don't tell me they're gonna do that. If they do that, then well, you know what though, there
Because there's
is.
team up cards at least until like number 42. I want to say. Let me look on the realms real fast.
You know what
Uh,
though? There
so
is
that's
a
just
rare. There is a common Amazo, so he could come in that one
yeah. So team
because there's a
ups.
common and a rare.
So 46, whoever 46 is, and then team up for whoever else is with him.
Jeez.
46 is Martian Manhunter. And yeah, he's a rare, so he's got team up cards.
And right now, I guess Darkseid's like one of the top ones. What are some of the supers that you're seeing that you've seen out there? I think Darkseid's like the top one, no?
I think
Ace is
yeah,
up there.
Darkseid. I've seen a couple Batman Beyonds.
Oh yeah, that's what I was telling the guys here. I was like, the Batman Beyond's gonna be up there because he's actually like really playable.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Well, the other one was good.
The
The other one was
other
good
one
and
was pretty good.
sealed.
I think it was just because it was 100 points that made it kind of tough.
Yeah,
Isn't this one 75?
125 or
Oh, this was
75.
75. Yeah. So if you put it at 75, it's still fine. So it gives
Yeah.
you. But yeah, I think that's one.
Oh, Ace. A lot of people asking
Yeah,
for Ace.
Ace. That's what I'm saying. Ace, Batman Beyond, and Darkseid, and then obviously the Batman Prime, which should be fairly easy to get because it is a common Prime.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just I think people aren't going to give them up, so it might be tough. Just because people aren't just gonna, they're like, no, I don't want to sell this.
Because it's the Batman.
Yeah, he's a Batman, and he's really good.
Yeah. Ultra Humanite.
Yeah, that's another one too. Yeah, but I guess I would have to say Darkseid Batman Beyond. Like when I look at Ace, I look at Ace as like people trying to pull Unseen or Mr. Oz. That like
Yeah.
it's not they're like kind of they're not really that popular, but they have really good utility as so like they're really good in the game, but in terms of their popularity, it's kind of on the lower end. Whereas Darkseid and Batman Beyond are like skyrocket all the way up because there's just
they have a lot of fans.
Yeah, there's just boom. You don't see many Ace. I mean, look, maybe there are some Royal Flush gang guys. Okay, I'm sorry if you guys are Royal Flush fans, but I mean, there aren't really.
Yeah.
So
there's not.
Yeah, exactly. So, we had our first online challenger last week.
Yes, the first mock.
Bring up
let's go to the winning lists.
And so we had 8 players. It went off pretty much without a hitch, except for Adam taking 20 minutes and one.
That guy.
Last round.
That guy.
But
all right.
Yeah, we had solid 8 players for the first one, and
Dina. That name sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, man, there he goes. Monster theme, +6. Look, talked about Lydia, right?
Yeah, Lydia's definitely going to be seeing it showing up. We've seen a lot of Undertakers. Surtur and Groot are amazing in the 2 Carnages. So he had a +6?
+6.
Monster theme. There wasn't too many. He didn't have really big tricks to the team. He's just kind of playing the team.
Yeah, it's just is the power plant really? It's for the he's burning stuff for stats. He can do the impact beam for knockback, disintegration to roll your the vortex TK. He's got, but most of the time he's what I've seen, he's always burning the rings just for plus stats or
he's got
outwit.
5 call-ins.
Yeah. So, it's weird because the power plant, you're using it more as a perplex and outwit as opposed to the other stuff.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's interesting.
But you burn the ring for +1 to your stats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're using it as a perplexing.
Yeah, it's good.
But it's like a super perplex because it's everything. So, yeah, it was 3 rounds, I believe round one. I forget who he played in round one, but uh, he ended up playing Emilio in round two, and then in the finals he
Did he
played
play
against.
Colin? He played Colin round one.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, Lydia versus Lydia.
Yeah.
But
And
he's
then-
themed, so he gets to take the ring,
Yeah.
and that kind of hurt because now he can just see Thanosi, and Thanosi died from Green Arrow, and then he played Zach in the finals, which was really cool because Zach was playing the bug.
Yeah. Big old 6x3
Yeah, man, it was the bug
from Batman.
with Blue Beetle, the monthly OP kit 50-point figure, and 3 Billy Batsons, and then he had the ATA, which was semi mastermind, and then a teleporter, and with the full teleporter. So ID battery for 139 points. He made it all the way over there, and that was only. I mean, obviously, that was the only game where Richard was able to just basically go through him.
Yeah, so the Undertaker special move, the Tombstone, he got it off twice, double token against the bug. So I basically went through a dial in one hit.
Also, submission hold means the bug can't get out of there because one of the things that the bug does is when it moves, afterwards it can heal one of the clicks. It can heal one of the dials, one click.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're submissioning them, that's got to be one of the funniest things, watching a Undertaker submission a 3x6
vehicle.
Oh god, that was hilarious.
Is it a standard?
It was funny because we were telling him like,
hey,
you're gonna tombstone. You're gonna, oh man, it'll be funny if you get to tombstone. And he's like, I don't know what that is. We're like, dude, you're playing Undertaker. I don't watch wrestling. I'm like, oh my god.
I know.
We're like, dude, you're just get out of here. And then he did it twice, right? We're like, oh come on. Man.
When he was doing it, he's like, I'm gonna use Undertaker special. I'm like, hey Richard. Yeah. He's like, yeah. I'm like, that's a tombstone.
Tombstone. That's the tombstone we're talking about, dude. Yeah. Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, he got through that. Before that, in the previous 2 rounds, like the bug wasn't even threatened once.
Yeah, no, he's
getting through the dials just because of the high defense and just the that thing has like over 20 clicks.
Yeah,
so it's pretty tough to get through. So I think that's a really cool team that has potential. If you don't get submissioned.
Yeah, it's a little susceptible to EE because you get those billies off the perplex fast, and then like we were talked about, the ATA may not be worth the points.
Yeah, but you know what? It's weird. He'll have to change if you play something like that again. It'll have to be a completely different style of team.
Yeah,
because like those 15 points, I don't think the POG's gonna help.
No,
because I know like if we're gonna change it, like okay, you're gonna put 8 Batman or whatever. Like okay, you're still gonna get energy exploded.
Yeah, you run into the same issue.
The same problem still happens, and then maybe Batman dies because he's next to it. So it would have to be I think it would have to be post rotation, or not post rotation, post Justice League. Okay. Because there's a bunch of Justice League guys in that set now that are cheap that can fill out. There are a bunch of guys that are like between 20 to 30 points that can fill out Billy Batson's role.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then so instead of being Justice League International, he'll be a Justice League. So because
as long as you get that Blue Beetle.
Yeah, and who knows? You might get a different Blue Beetle between now and whenever all of this gets the time we get back in. But I think that bug has a potential for sure. The biggest problem the biggest problem it had was being on a map where it couldn't place. But we've done a good job that we've eliminated all those maps.
Yes.
So
we did an excellent job.
Yeah, so that helps a lot. And I'm trying to think what are other cool. Oh yeah, okay. Let's talk about the okay. So you can see the Lydia has, because there were 2 Lydia teams there.
Yeah.
But Lydia, you can see, even though she's like not that great, but she's just really good anti-resource piece, anti-relic piece that
Yeah, just in
just
general.
just playing her, it gives you a decided advantage on, especially against teams that like require a specific resource on them, like
Yeah,
Indigo.
like
Yeah, Indigo is a huge one, right? Because if you play Indigo, you can't see me. Now you can. Now you're dead. That's
sorry.
that's like that's really bad. And then if they're trying to play like a disintegration beam against you, then you take it. Now they can't do that.
Or they have a Swiss Army knife in their teleporter. You're like, I'll take that ID.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Or like, oh, you have Green Arrow. I'm gonna take Green Arrow.
Yeah, sorry.
That sucks. Now you can't fight. Now how do you fight Undertaker? Because he is gonna have defense. So, okay, let's talk about the team that Adam played.
So there's been a little controversy about people's understanding of how the old wording is versus the new wording. Because I know we talked a little bit. Did we?
Bring
I
up
don't know.
bring up the Bronze Age page, real quick.
Are you talking
You
about
have
the
it on the
Facebook
left.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then go to scroll down to the question that Steve has.
Yep,
Okay.
that's the one I was
Um,
referring to.
yeah. Click on the answer. Let's see. As a free there. Okay. Click. Go up there where PJ has it linked.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the yeah.
So, yeah, I'll just go ahead and read it. As free action in quotations is one of those common Heroclix phrases that can cause confusion among players and judges. This confusion has only grown over time, and as more as free per games progress, the priority when writing rules was to really dive deep and clean up all the rules. So obviously, it was have some issues before. The phrase free action is currently used in 4 different primary ways, with several more depending on how you categorize it. So, as you would say, you may insert triggered effects is one of those distinct ways. As a way to allow a standard power to be activated at normal time, but without paying the cost and limited to one of each use. So that's what the free now is in capitals, right?
Right.
As a way to allow a standard power to be activated during another action or as triggered effect without paying the cost.
That's like charge.
Yeah, but not necessarily limited to one of those uses each turn. And then as a way to pay the cost of an actual free action like Outward or Perplex. So, yeah. And then, so here's how to use of each of the free actions listed above with the new rules. So, blank the first, So here's how, the first use doesn't really, okay, so here's the example. So should I read the examples? Is that what we need to do to make sense of this?
No, just read the.
Here we go. This seems more helpful.
No, okay, you got to read the part that says there should be something that says after actions resolve. Maybe you got to search it. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel like it's getting too wordy.
Okay. So the old ways, just to summarize this, the old wording was when you wanted to do something, you did it, and then if there was something that triggers, so if that action that you did triggers another effect or action or effect, we'll say, it's usually worded after actions resolve, do this. So it'll say like, when, okay, the perfect example is Hulk. The starter Hulk. When Hulk moves after actions resolve, he can use Quake. As a free action. That's how the old wording would be.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have, so because they took out the as a free after an effect, it is now changed to at no cost. Because what they're saying is they don't want to have an action within an action or an action after an action. If that makes sense. If there's one entire effect, they only want you to use one actual action, whether it's free, power, move, close range. Okay. Anything that requires you to do some effect that has an action, it's now going to be called. It's now going to be at no cost. So, in Hulk's case, when he moves after resolutions, now with the new wording, he can use Quake at no cost, because the only ever action that was given there is him moving, whether it's moving himself, charging, sidestepping, whatever. But the effect of Quake after is not an action. So that means it can be used multiple times, because anything that says free can only be used once unless otherwise specified, right?
Yes.
So if Hulk was worded, if in fact you wanted him to use free for Quake, it would have to be worded like this. When Hulk moves, after actions resolve, and for the rest of the turn, Hulk can use Quake as free. That means he doesn't have to do the Quake right away. He can wait till later on in the turn when he was carried by somebody or whatever.
Yes.
Because you aren't doing two actions at once, because you're separating it. You're doing the move, and that's done. But because you moved, you now have this new effect that says I can use Quake for free later on the turn. You could do it right then if you want, but then that's gonna.
But it's its own separate free.
Yeah, it's its own
action.
separate free, which means you can use Outwit, you can use Perplexing, and do everything between. But how it's intended is when Quake does his Quake, there's nothing to interrupt it. Meaning you can't Perplex, you can't Outwit, you can't Sidestep, you can't TK. It has to be right away.
Yeah, there's nothing in between.
Yeah. So I believe the closest one I can think of would be Doc Ock from the. Can you bring up the Doc Ock from the LE, the monthly OP? Octopus. That one. Okay.
So he says, give Dr. Auction a power action, remove the tokens until your next turn.
Until your next turn.
Yeah. Dr. Octopus can use Giant Reach ability, lock his damage value at his printed value, and can use Flurry once as a free action for each tentacle pair token you removed from this card.
So that means you give him the power, so that the power is the action.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, it doesn't have to be right then and there.
Yeah, until your next turn.
He can use Flurry as free. And he can use it twice, because it says for each tentacle he removed.
Yes.
So you can carry him, and then he can do it. That's different than Hulk, because Hulk has to do it right away. This means he can do it somewhere down the line, which means you can use your Perplexes and whatever, right? So with Black Glove Demon, go ahead and read. Go ahead and bring up Black Glove Demon.
Okay, so it was the A version, right?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so this one says, go ahead and read it.
Strike from the shadows. When a friendly character misses an opposing character adjacent to Black Glove Demon, after resolutions, you may give Black Glove Demon a free action to make a close combat attack targeting the same opposing character.
So the new wording would be, so when a friendly character misses an opposing character adjacent to Black Glove Demon, after resolutions, Black Glove Demon may make a close attack targeting the same opposing character.
Yes.
That means because there's no other action, because it's now the after actions resolve template, after resolutions, he can. So basically, he can make an attack at no cost. That's the translation. So because the old wording, it uses the word free, he can't attack more than once, right? Because he's using free to make the attack.
Yes.
So that means if you use free, that means you only do it once. That's why, whatever. But because it's at no cost now, he can just keep going, provided he misses. Right. So if he misses, he just keeps going.
Yeah, he had some tricks in the bag to reduce his attack.
Yeah.
To make it so he needed to hit a certain number.
It's pretty simple when you can. One of the ones is if you put a smoke cloud underneath, he gets -1 attack, right? So he'll be an 8.
He was using the pocket tank, which gives you -1 attack.
You can, yeah. But I think if you do that, though, I'm pretty sure he's not using that because he has to throw the tank.
Okay.
If he uses the -1. And he doesn't have the Pim particle tank on the sideline, so he's not using the -1. I just double checked.
Okay.
Because if you get the -1, you have to throw the tank. So what he's doing is he's just attacking with an 8 attack.
Well, there you go.
For the most part, 8 attack on 19s and 18s is not going to hit, right? So if he rolls a 10 and he has a disintegration beam on one of them, that's disintegrated because he needs a 10 to hit you.
Yeah.
For the most part, what I've seen, he goes after like the highest defense guy and just tries to get him.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Because if he misses, he gets the 10 because when a friendly character, it's not another friendly character, so he could do it himself.
Yeah.
And then one of the other cool things is he can trouble alert quite easily. He can do it every turn if he wants because he's going to miss 3 times. And then he calls in Aquaman. Aquaman makes 2 fish, and those fish are autonomous. So those fish attack, they miss, they trigger the Black Glove again.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. So if you have 2 Black Glove demons, it's an infinite attack. It's like the Infinite Hulk.
Yes.
Obviously, it takes a lot of planning because it's not just like Hulk is just like him and Korath and you're done.
Yeah.
This one it's quite a bit of setup, but
what it has to survive getting over there.
Yeah, exactly right. You have to get over there before dying because these guys are only 4 clicks and they don't have reducers.
No,
so Black Glove Demon has, so if both of them are next to each other, and one of them misses, they both trigger at the same time, which means now you get 2 attacks.
Which you're gonna miss.
Yeah, but then when you miss one, you get 2 more attacks. So it goes. It's like the old Infinite.
Yeah, it's exponentially.
Yeah, so just going 3, 4, so then you just keep going. Obviously, if you roll crit misses, if you roll 4 crit misses, you die.
Yeah, sure.
It's happened where he's gotten like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, well, that's a risk you're gonna have to take playing this team.
Exactly. So, but how are they able to do it? It's like you can actually just move the Black Glove Demon next to the guy you want to, and then the pocket tank follows. When the pocket tank follows, and it wasn't carried or anything, so it can attack. Because it can attack and it's going to miss, it's going to trigger the Black Glove Demon. And then boom, 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 boom. And then you follow it up with, let's say, a call-in to shoot. Oh, you missed. It triggers him, and then boom, 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 you keep going. So it's he wants to get it banned, but he went 1 and 2. So I said, it's 1-1. You played it once. You need to show that you got to win. B, it's as degenerate as you say in the sense that you just like automatically win every time. Like
you sit down and you win.
Yeah, because there's like no way to stop you from doing what you want to do.
Well, the example that you used was what PJ's Black Swan team, right? He didn't have to roll dice. Yeah,
you do it without rolling dice. Like, yeah, okay, that's why that's banned because you did it without rolling dice. Like, literally, no dice has been rolled.
So sad.
The cop cars, yeah, the cop cars won a world championship without rolling dice. So that's why they got put on the watch list, and then they got errated to not doing penetrating damage. So now that made them balanced.
Hella hard. Yeah. So.
And that was during the time where Invincible was not a power yet, so it was just hitting everybody. And so with the demon, if enough people play it and win, then we have to do something about it.
Yeah, sure.
If let's say he wins, we need to see if the if the format and the metagame can adapt to Black Glove Demon. If it can, then there's nothing to be. Then we don't have to do anything. Just like the Disintegration Beam, right?
Yeah.
As soon as that came out, as soon as Jesse won, what do we see right away? Lydia. That's a super hard counter to Disintegration Beam. Like
who's Disintegration? My Disintegration
Yeah.
Beam.
So then you can't. So then it was just like completely done. There are other ways around it too, such as if you played Catwoman. Everybody looked at the 10th anniversary Catwoman. She says any characters within 6 squares cannot use resources or relics. So then no disintegration. And then there's also Phantom Girl. You can just go through somebody and now they can't use it. Or you could just play something like Indigo Battery so they can't even shoot you. Or you play like Teleporter where they can't disintegrate you.
Yeah.
Or
the Blackbird.
The Blackbird or the Quinjet, because who cares if they disintegrate you? You know, there's like a ton of ways. It's just if this can
Supreme Intelligence. No.
Yeah. If the Black Glove Demon team archetype has such an overwhelming advantage where teams just can't, or let's put it this way, if the answers are so narrow that you either have to play a team that beats Black Glove or the best version of Black Glove, then we have to do something about it, because then that means there's only 2 answers in the format.
Yeah, there's only people playing 2 teams.
So then, but until then, we're gonna let them go a little bit to see, because we also need more data, because we're not just gonna be like, oh, we had one. Like if you cooked a bad batch of cookies, and you're just like, oh well, you're not good at making cookies. No, that just means maybe you just made it wrong that one time, and you got to try it again.
Well, and
but now you keep doing it over and over and over. Like, all right, man, you just don't know how to make cookies, man.
Well, if we start banning figures that go 1 and 2, we might run out of figures very quickly.
Exactly. I'm like, it's like ultimately you need to win the game, right? Because that's what's going to determine. Because people aren't going to copy teams that went 0-3 or 1 and 2. Let's just be honest. No one's going to do that.
Oh no. Well, depends what your strategy is.
Yeah, if you want to lose, I guess.
I like the gimmick. I think it's cool.
We'll see, right? He has his team. Yeah. You want to let's bring up the that one.
Is it room 1 or room 2?
So we have
room 2 room 5.
Yeah.
How's that? So this is Adam's team for this week.
So Richard was basically saying, like I was saying earlier, Richard was like, was that Adam even playing in the tournament? So, like, oh, all right, Richard. Guess who you're playing round 1? He's like, bring it. All right. So Richard's team's on the left and Adam's team's on the right.
So we'll take a look at Adam's team real fast. We have 3 uncommon giant girls, 2 fast forces giant girls. We have the reality gem, Pin Pocket Tank, the ever trusty Bat Signal, the new Songbird, right?
Press Z. Press Z. Click it and press Z.
The new Songbird, right? Yeah.
Yep. Boom. There you go.
Yeah, no, she looks good. Steve Rogers from the new set.
Boom.
And wait.
He brought in
Avenger.
He's an honorary Avenger for today, for tomorrow, Thursday.
So he's rocking. One more. Sorry.
Voyager.
Who's Ophidian on?
It's on Voyager.
On Voyager. Okay, so we have a +9 Avengers team right here. That's pretty cool. So he's got the
buggy too.
The buggy. I love it.
He's just missing a location bonus. Otherwise, he's got like everything.
Yeah, he's got relics. He's got bystanders. He's got objects. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's playing Power Plant, and then those are his ID cards right there.
Jeez. Yeah, no, it's a very well versed team. So maybe he's a little more serious this week. Yeah, Avengers ain't no joke. And then on the left side here, we have. Let me zoom in a little more.
Cosmic. Baby.
Cosmic.
You can just press Z and click one of them.
Where did I press? Yeah, there you go. So we got.
Oh, there he is.
Who's this guy?
Oh, my first
that
appearance.
is a great digital image.
I know, right? Yeah. First appearance of Beta Ray Bill.
Dang, there you go. Look at that.
Jeez.
I think he's missing a green ring around his base. And then Trelane. I think I've seen these two playing together before.
Yeah, I know, right? 30-point Dark Phoenix.
And then, of course, number one most played game element, the Groot. Not game element. Yeah, most played figure.
He's a game element. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I think there's more green arrows.
Oh, there. That would make sense.
Yeah. But it's close. And then, sideline for the IDs. He's got 15-point Iceman. He should be playing 100-point Iceman. Maybe, depending on the game.
Yeah, so he's doing that because you could do the trick. There's a trick you could do with Q, with Iceman.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're playing a bunch of Colossals in the back and you get hit with somebody, right? You can port Q 6 squares away from somebody, and then he can call in Iceman, and Iceman can go. He can charge all the Colossals.
That's good.
Yeah, that's if there's a bunch of Colossals. But I mean, shit. If they're playing a bunch of Dark Phoenixes, he could kill them all.
Or a bunch of giant girls.
Yeah, giant. Exactly. Oh my god. See? You can only do that with Q. Q is the only one that can do that though, because Q can port.
Yeah. No, that's good.
And then they both have power plant. So.
Yeah. So I think we're definitely. What's this new special object?
So that right there, I just put that there to put it on one of the small figures, put it on one of the put it. It's got to be there you go. Yeah. That's for let's say you're playing Clone.
Yes.
And you want to do the duel of Twisted Honor.
It's perfect.
You can put it on him, or let's say you have utility belt. I want to put it on on the guy.
Or Infinity Gauntlet or something.
Yeah, or what's another one that moves around? Okay, the teleporter. Teleporter does a thing where you can pick a guy and then you roll a d6 and they get the inspiration. So you can do that.
No, that's good. I like it. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
And it's see through the middle.
Yeah. So let's go back to the page, the 300-point Bronze Age page, because we can go over who's on Thursdays, because now it's pretty big. Look at this. We got 16 players.
Yeah. So last week filled up within minutes, and then
this
week. Yeah. So we set up a second room, and then So room 1, we have Steve DiCarlo, Tony Rodriguez, PJ Bolin, David Colin, Zach Strong, Shane Michael, Jose Barragon Jr., and Justin Harrington. That's a solid group, dude. And then room 2, Adam Friedman, Richard Medina, Craig Landers, Alan Mason, Ben Beliki, Joe Alvarez, Wesley Allen Summers, and Dustin Cedars.
So those last 4 guys or 5 guys are all from out of state.
Yeah.
Alan used to be up by you, but now
he was one of my players till he moved.
Yeah. And then Ben he's on the council. He's in Arizona. Joe Safa is from Florida.
Nice.
They are the ones. It was him. He's the one that's running the trial at Cool Stuff.
Perfect.
Cool Stuff.
Nice.
Obviously, they not now, but so he's one. And
when
Wes,
things pick back up.
Yeah, Wes is Wesley or Wes Summers.
I've heard the name.
He is from Phoenix Nest. He's one of the premier team builders.
I think I heard of Phoenix Nest.
Clicks, but he is one of the guys that wanted to run something up in Alabama or Tennessee,
nice.
So I said, hey, you might as well play because this is totally your format. He's like, I'm in.
Perfect, yeah.
And then Dustin Cedars from Texas, he won
around a bit.
He won our trial when we ran it in Texas, and he's also the 2017 and 2018 U.S. national champion.
Nice.
So, singles in 2017 and teams in 2018. Yeah, he's a top guy. So now,
lost your audio there.
oh,
Say that last part again.
so now we get to see what the people that aren't in our region come with.
Yeah,
Because they have a different perspective, right?
Yeah, well, we've been developing such micro meta climates for our regions. It's been very interesting. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see what. Dustin always has good teams. Wesley,
we have some really good team builders here too. So
yeah,
I want to see what these guys come up. I got Lander's list. I'm excited for his list.
I haven't seen it yet
because we had talked about it when you guys were here.
Was it the Batman team?
Yeah, Cape Crusader.
Okay, finally.
Oh, dude, he goes. I have three.
He goes,
I have 3 teams. He goes, I have 3 teams. He's all, this is 1, 2, 3. He's all, pick one, and that's what I'm gonna send you. And I was like, well, dude, we talked about Cape Crusader forever, and you bought all the pieces from me. You might as well play that. He's like, all right, done. Boom.
No, I'm excited.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So Adam's going to be playing the same stuff. Richard's going to be doing that. We just saw Craig's doing that. I wonder what Alan's going to play.
Yeah.
Quinjet.
I feel like he'll do Nighthawk Quinjet, baby.
Nighthawk Quinjet, baby jet.
Do it. Let me see. Ben will do some. He'll do something funky. He tries stuff. Joe, I don't know because I don't know if they really play bronze over there, so we'll see. And Wesley will come up with something because he's
you said he's a team builder?
Yeah, big time. I wonder if Dustin will play his Mojo.
Maybe.
Yeah. And it's weird that I have to
it's so all right. Yeah, go ahead.
It's weird that I have to say this, but no, Justice League is not legal.
I know.
I've gotten a bunch of. I was like, I couldn't believe that they're asking me this question. It's not even out yet, man. It's like
the Eagles
just because this has happened doesn't mean it doesn't mean it's changed. Like, oh, now it's like, oh, Fantastic Four's legal too, because we didn't know their dial. Like, no,
Black Widow.
Yeah, it's still following the rules because we are still also giving out Open Series points. So it's not like it's like an exhibition where it's actually going towards points.
Yeah.
And your standings. And so what's cool here to note for people who are wondering, there will be 2 maps that are given out because there's 2 pods. So it's better than just having one. Because if I'm pretty sure like The Rock just does like one big thing.
Yeah, I think they have like a 10-player cap, and then that's it.
No,
for you talking about for the qualifier?
Yeah, they had like 19 or 22 or whatever.
Yeah, they had an online qualifier, right? I don't know what the results of that were. It was modern.
Yeah, it's modern.
But it's like a weird modern because Justice League's going to be legal soon.
That one was not.
Wasn't legal.
That was just regular modern.
Okay.
The Eagle cast was the future age.
Future one. That's been getting a lot of buzz.
Yeah, well, because you get to see all the new ones, all the new stuff.
No, it's cool.
It just kind of sucks because it's like I couldn't tell sometimes what the pictures were because they don't have like all the pictures up. So I was like, wait, is that? Oh, I think that's a Mazo. Okay.
Quality, friends.
So that's kind of one of the reasons why I want us to be the ones doing the pictures because I actually do edit some of them to make them look bigger.
No, that's smart. That's what I usually do. Like when it's like tiny little cap with this huge big white background. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I can fix that.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. So it's worked out pretty good so far. I enjoy putting them up anyway because I like seeing the teams what they're playing.
So, all right, who do you think are going to be in the finals in Pod 1, and who do you think are going to be in the finals in Pod 2? I won't even say just win. Just say the finals.
The finals?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
like
we'd have
the top table at the end of round 3.
Well, all right, let's just say who's gonna win because it depends on the pairing.
Okay.
Because if like Steve and Tony are paired up in round 1, and you can't say Steve or Tony.
That's true.
So I just say, let me see. I'm gonna go with. Ooh, for the first one, look. No offense to the other guys, it's gonna be the top 3. It's gonna be one of the 3. I'm gonna go with. Shit. Well, see, I don't know what Steve's playing. I know what PJ's playing. I'm gonna go with PJ because.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with PJ because I know what he's playing.
Yeah.
If I knew what Steve was playing and I had a chance to look at it, I'd like, barring. Okay, man, I don't want to do this like I'm hedging my bet, so I'm gonna go with PJ. But if I found out what Steve was playing and it was like halfway decent, I'd pick him. But right now, PJ. So I'll go PJ. What do you got?
Well, I'm not gonna. I guess
right?
I could agree with you because that's what I was gonna say.
You don't know what they're playing.
No, I just going off I vaguely remember what. Oh yeah, okay. I remember what PJ is playing now. Yeah.
And you know what? He plays a lot of online.
He does, so he's very familiar.
Yeah, he's very familiar.
Yeah, out of the top 3. Honestly, if Tony actually brings a good team and Tony's trying.
I mean, yeah, he tried with Thor. That was a legit team.
No, I know, but like I said, if he actually tries, I think Tony could pull it off. But his unfamiliarness with the online stuff, because I don't think he plays a lot of Roll20, I think could hurt him.
So you're gonna go with PJ also?
I'll say Tony. I'll give Tony the benefit of the doubt.
All right, Tony.
Because Tony's played against what PJ's playing enough, and I feel like he'd be comfortable enough to know how to manage it.
That is if, but you know what though? I think PJ plays it different than Steve.
You could.
Yeah.
No.
I know he will because PJ plays way different.
Okay, yeah. I'm not familiar enough with
yeah. PJ will be up in your ass, dude.
Hey.
All right.
Got to get comfortable somewhere. All right.
Room 2. All right, you go first. Room 2. Who do you got? Dude, there's like it's hard because you don't know the lists. You only know one.
Dude, I think Dustin can pull it out.
All right, you're gonna go with Dustin.
Yeah.
I've
seen his name in high enough places to.
I
get a guess.
I think I want to say Adam, but he messed up like a couple times.
Yeah. So you think if he doesn't mess up?
Yeah, but it's hard because he messes up.
But not messing up is a skill.
Yeah, so I'm like, well,
it's like, hey, if I could play a perfect game.
Right, exactly. Like, hey, if we all played perfect games, it'd be different, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like now, but no, nobody ever does. All right, let me double check.
And also, Cedars isn't going to have to. Well, no, because you still have to send the pictures into what you have, right?
Yeah, they still got to send me. Yeah, they got to send me their build sheet.
Yeah, okay, so it should. Yes. Yeah, no, I'll still go with Dustin.
All right, let's see. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4.
But you said Wesley's a good team builder. How's he as a pilot?
Dude, he's good with his stuff. I know that.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Okay, let me see here. Let me see what I want to. I like Landers' team, but last week's 0-3 did not inspire me. It did not inspire me.
Dude, I don't know what happened with the Black Lanterns. The Black Lantern animals, it just fell apart.
Stuff. Okay, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna go with Adam.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Adam. All
right, so you got PJ and Adam, and then I got Tony and Dustin.
All right. Oh, jeez. Watch, it's probably gonna be just like Alan. Alan's like, hey, what about me? And then he just Yeah, I'm gonna go Adam because
Alan, send me your team.
It is pretty degenerate. Like the Black Glove is pretty degenerate, but then I don't know, man. You kill that thing, the game's done.
Yeah,
it's like
4 clicks.
Do you remember when we watched Emilio and then it died on turn 2 and he goes, okay, I probably lost, and we're like, all right, later.
Yeah, and then come back.
And then he lost.
Come back later. was like, oh shit, sorry. Same as it was when we left.
Yeah. So okay, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Let's go with. Want to do some trivia? Because I think we've covered,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we can go to the trivia section of our
Hey, did you?
podcast.
Yeah, we already went over actual. We already went over his Richard's actual team. Yeah, we did. We did. Okay. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So
No, we
it's
talked
cost.
about it.
Hey, what do you
He
know?
didn't
It's
have tricks. He just
months.
kind of moved up and
You know,
attacked.
it's weird. So our the 1K cosmic one, and then our the first monsters one. Well,
Yeah,
in modern right now, it's like cosmic and monsters and
I know.
mysticals. Damn it! The
So
more
next
things
week
change,
when
the more
Richard
they stay the
plays,
same. The more they stay the same. But we'll see. We'll see if Black Glove Demon can do it. All right, let's see it. Here we
all
go.
right.
Let me get this.
So back when Pogs were printed on cardboard and brought in by characters to be abused by Jason and not be brought in to be abused by Jason Wingard, how many had printed ATAs?
On the bystanders?
Yes. How many bystanders had printed ATAs?
I didn't even know they had bystanders that had ATAs. Well, because I know that Invincible Iron Man and Wonder Woman had ATAs, but this is specifically bystanders?
Yes. Like Pogs back in the day.
Holy shit.
Do you give up?
Give me a hint. Like, give me a hint of like the time period.
I don't know the time period, but I have
Okay, Oreo base or pre-Oreo?
I think it's pre-Oreo base.
So they had to have bystanders that had. It specifically had ATAs on it. Is
Just
that what
TAs. Just TAs. Not
Oh,
ATAs.
TAs.
Yeah,
I thought you
TAs.
said ATA.
Oh no, printed TAs.
Oh, oh, okay. Oh shit. Mary Jane 1.
Yep. That's one.
Alicia Masters 2.
Yep.
Security Guard 3.
Yep. Halfway there.
Jarvis 4.
Yep.
Alfred 5.
Yep. One more.
So I said Mary Jane. I said Alicia Masters.
He
There's
is from
one
the
more?
city of Gotham.
There's another police.
Harvey.
Oh,
Bullock.
really? Harvey Bullock?
Yeah.
Which set was he from?
I don't know. I just have the information from Landers. Oh, again, these questions are courtesy.
Oh, Legacy. Oh, he's from Legacy. Yeah, police.
So,
oh, wow.
So there were 6 bystanders that
Close.
had printed
There's no
TAs.
D. Bystanders.
Oh, bystanders. Sorry.
Okay, so
right.
it's. Oh wow. Okay, close. That's a good one. You know what? When I thought you said ATA, I was like, I don't know.
Oh, my apologies.
TAs. Okay.
TAs.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. Nice. That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right. So, what comic book character has been represented the most in HeroClix?
Oh Jesus.
It's
Spider-Man.
No.
Dude, it's not Spider-Man. It's not Wolverine. It's not Batman.
Bruce
It's
Wayne.
not Bruce. The actual Bruce Wayne, or is it just like Batman Bruce Wayne?
Well, the name Bruce Wayne has been represented the most in HeroClix. Whether
Like
it's
Bruce Wayne as Batman.
whether it's Bruce Wayne, whether it's Batman, whether it's Bruce Wayne as another character.
Oh wow, I would not have guessed that one.
Yeah. All right. So, other than a handful of HeroClix with a special printed 0 defense, what is the lowest printed defense value in clicks? There's 2. That's not 0. It's higher than 0.
Triples is 3.
Yep.
Dude, is there somebody with a 1 defense?
No, it's a 3. But who else has a 3?
Triples. I want to say like. Fuck. I give up. What is it?
The pheromone mushroom from Batman animated series. It's a bystander.
Oh shit.
I know. It's a tricky one. All right.
That was a good. You know what I thought the 6th one was gonna be for the bystanders was the. I thought it was gonna be a BPRD guy because I was like, shit. I thought those guys had one, but
Oh,
yeah,
maybe.
like a legacy. Because those the five that I named before,
Mhm.
they came in one set.
Oh, nice.
The Harvey Bullock was the only one that came in the later set, so that's a good one.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of
I
that old
want to do
stuff that I
some
don't really
I
know.
want to do some trivia for you, but yeah, I don't think you'll know.
So in Joker's Wild, no.
I'll ask you some very simple ones, and I'll ask you like and in the Want to Be Millionaire, it'll be like at the between the $100 to $500 questions.
Yes,
So
perfect.
it's like simple.
You're like, what set did the Pink Powers come into play? I'm like,
Yes, yes.
I have
Ooh,
no
that's
idea.
actually a good one.
What set
All
is
right.
that?
Invincible Iron Man.
Okay, it's
I
good to know.
could be wrong.
It's good to know. Well,
It
supposed
might be. Wait, look up Wolverine and the X-Men. Is that before or after Invincible Iron Man?
before
So it's Wolverine. What's before Wolverine and X-Men?
uh, Titans, Fear Itself, uh, ASM,
Okay,
Spider.
then it's Wolverine and X-Men because
Who would have had it?
in Wolverine and X-Men,
Hmm.
um, Wolverine has Invincible. Colossus has Invincible. Um, they also
Oh
have.
yeah,
There's like people
the
with sidestep.
chases Colossus. Yeah,
Yeah, they have like Empower sidestep. Yeah, that's when they did it.
was Wolverine and X-Men. What about not Superman? Man of Steel?
Man
No.
of Steel. No, no, that was no.
How does a Superman have a 19 super senses for 350 points?
What set is this?
This is the Man of Steel, the marquee figure.
Does
Uh
he have a trait though that's like has invulnerability or something?
oh, Superman can use invulnerability. Yeah.
Okay, because like yeah, that
I
would be
was
bad.
okay. Yeah, no. I was just like, he doesn't have any printed defense. I'm like,
Yeah,
all right. So this is before when you could not outwit traits. You only could
yeah.
outwit printed
That's why
defense.
it was if you
So
play that
that's
high,
why
it
it
was
was
good
decent.
because you could not outwit him.
Yeah. Jeez. Still a lot of points.
So
All right, well, that's kind of it. We got some cool teams coming up this Thursday, so keep an eye out for the live feed on YouTube. Set up your reminders for the live feed on
yeah,
YouTube. Please like and
yeah,
subscribe on YouTube. It helps
yeah. We'll have
us
everybody
out.
on. Everybody will be reporting about 7 or so,
Mhm.
so we can. Most of them already know how to do it. We just tell them which rooms they're gonna go in because like Tony and Steve, they know online. Cedars knows, West knows. I think the only one out of all that who doesn't know would be Dave and Jose.
Okay, yeah,
I think Ben too, but all of them have had some experience at some point.
yeah, and roll 20 seems a lot more intimidating than it is.
Yeah,
I feel like it's pretty easy once you actually sit down and use it.
and also
Um,
everybody's there to help you out anyway.
yeah, no, and dude, like I said, everyone was super helpful. Like, even like, oh, let me put the action token. Let me help you move your
Yeah,
token. Let me show you how to do a line of fire. Like everyone was really good last week.
yeah.
So
So,
hopefully
so
this week goes as smoothly as last.
yeah, it's gonna be different because there's 16 of them. So ooh, it's kind
I
of
know.
daunting. But yeah, it should be all right because like you go to one room and I'll go to the other room.
We'll meet
And
in the middle.
just go back and forth, and we have pretty good people that like rules knowledge for
Yeah.
everybody in there, so they should be
I was gonna
fine.
say I don't think we had a single rules question last week.
No, I don't think. I mean, the closest thing we had was like, can you the matter ranger question? That was like the closest one.
Yeah. And then can I get objects?
Yeah.
That was pretty
So
easy.
all right,
But yeah,
so I guess and we
until
have
Thursday.
until Thursday. All right, guys.
Yeah.
When in
So
doubt, perplex the attack.
don't forget to practice story dice, guys. Take it easy.
Shake it, Cali.